How's it going? It's Marshall. Thanks for tuning in to the show. Welcome. It's Sunday, May 24th, 2020. And yeah, we're gonna pick up where we left off on the 4th. I think the 4th was the last stream I did. Where we're working with right here, actually it's this right here, the TR-8S, and the Waldorf Kyra, which you can see here. So I've done some work on this over the last couple of days. So we'll go through, play the track, and then I'll keep on working on it here. I want to give a shout out to Swifty in the chat. What's up, Swifty? Who else we got? We got James. What's up, James? How's it going, guys? And let's hear the tune so far. I have added some vocals from, it's funny actually, these vocals are from the early 2000s on an old track that I worked on a long time ago, and I'm kind of repurposing them for this tune. So here we go, let's just take a listen. And I'll be doing filter sweeps on the Kyra in real time here, because I still haven't programmed those in yet. But yeah, here we go.
express our darkest purpose. Know that we have divided, and we have this hour a constant will to live. We shall express our darkest purpose. Know that we have divided, and we have this hour a constant will to live. express our darkest purpose. Know that we have provided, and we have this hour a constant will to live.
Shout out to Dasgas in the chat. What's happening, Dasgas? So yeah, what I want to do right now, because let's see if I can flip this back over. I don't know if I think my push is frozen. It's not fucking working. But what I want to do, since I added that vocals lick in there, I want to address this a little bit. Maybe Ableton is frozen altogether. I don't know what's going on here. It's live, guys. It's live. There we go. So here's the vocal. And this is my old buddy Phil, who's out in New York now, doing some film work. But yeah, I pulled this out of the out of some old files I found, and was like, yeah. So anyway, what I want to do is cut this up into sections, because right now I just have it to where it's just coming out of the drum rack.
We shall express our darkest purpose. Know that we have divided, and we have this hour a constant will to live.
And there's two issues with this. One is I think some of the pacing here I can adjust a little bit for the track to fit it better, and the other is, this was recorded on an old laptop. I don't think Phil even talked into a real microphone. I think he talked into the microphone of like my old laptop that I had back in the day. So you can hear a little bit of hum from the computer, and I think we can kind of clip some of that out. So what I need to do is drag in a couple more of these vocal samples and chop them up. So we've got one there, we'll do one here. So we'll do one for each phrase, I guess, that he says. So for this first one, we'll just clip this to here. And maybe something like that.
We shall express our darkest purpose.
And then for this one, we'll clip it here.
Know that we have divided.
And then the third one, I guess you can probably tell where I'm going with this.
and we have this hour a constant will to live.
So in the effects chain on this, I just kind of threw in a limiter because there was parts where he's quieter than other parts, and the limiter is going to kind of even that out for me. And some EQ, did some kind of pretty heavy EQing on that. Then I have a bit crusher in here, which actually might be kind of cool to experiment with, and we'll try some automation on that. Then I have this Phase Motion, which is a phaser plugin. I picked this up on Plugin Boutique a long time ago, and I like it a lot. I use it quite a bit. Then just some ping pong delay and a compressor at the end. So now that I've kind of chopped those up, we're going to need to resequence the vocals in the track, and we can do that.
We shall express our darkest purpose. Know that we have divided. We shall express our darkest purpose. Know that we have divided. And we shall express our darkest purpose. Know that we have divided. And we have this hour a constant will to live.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good, I think. Let's duplicate this. I wish my push was working. I might have to reboot it here. Let me just save my change. And then I'm going to reboot this. And see if it'll come back to life. Great. I think I did crash Ableton. Maybe. Nope. Oh, we got some magic. No. I don't know what's going on. This thing is hosed. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. There you are. Welcome back. Push.
We shall express our darkest purpose. Know that we have divided. And we have this hour a constant will to live. We shall express our darkest purpose.
That's going to be the hardest part.
We shall express our darkest purpose.
Triggering that at the right time.
Know that we have divided, and we have this hour a constant will to live. We shall express our darkest purpose. Know that we have divided, and we have this hour a constant will to live. We shall express our darkest purpose.
I almost think that what I should do, I should push that intro vocal just a little bit.
We shall express our darkest purpose
further. Let's see how that sounds.
We shall express our darkest purpose. Know that we have divided. And we have this hour a constant will to live. We shall express.
That's going to be a tough one. I think I need to add what I might do to help with my timing on that. If we add another kick drum.
We shall express.
Go in here. Oh, it's gonna be here. You almost can't see that kick drum over there. This is black on the screen. But what I want to do is just add another kick to kind of help
We
with my
shall
timing.
express our darkest purpose. Know that we have divided, and we have this hour a constant will to live. We shall express.
Alright, maybe we'll do 2 of them.
We shall express our darkest purpose. Know that we have divided, and we have this hour a constant will to live. We shall express our darkest purpose. Know that we have divided, and we have this hour a constant will to live. We shall express our darkest purpose. Know that we have divided, and we have this hour a constant will to live.
Alright, and then I think I don't want this second set
And know
to
that
come
we shall
in.
express our darkest purpose.
Here, let me turn that off to where it doesn't play it back every single time. I'm going to duplicate this and push it over 8 bars. And then we're going to delete that first set. So this should go to 16. And then I'm going to delete these. And then now, let's see.
We shall express our darkest purpose. Know that we have divided, and we have this hour a constant will to live. We shall express our darkest purpose. Know that we have divided, and we have this hour a constant will to live.
Something's wrong with that though. I need to go. I'm gonna go to here. Oh, we got Imperfect in the house. What's up, buddy? How do I anticipate? Oh, so Aaron's asking, how do I anticipate integrating the tracker into my workflow? So what I hope to do is to use it as a sequencer to control external hardware. We'll have to see how good the sound engine is in there. I'm not as curious about that as I am trying to push external hardware without needing a computer. And what I'd like to do is incorporate it into kind of a live setup. So we'll see how that all works out. I don't know how limited it is, or if it's going to do exactly what I want. But either way, like, it seems like a super cool and fun thing, and I'm an old school tracker guy. I like trackers, so I think it'll be fun. And I think I'm going to do a show on just some trackers that I've used in the past, like the Fama tracker, which is like an old NES tracker, and the Dream Station that I posted some videos on the other day of just some completed tracks from the early 2000s. But I'll probably do that when I get the Poly-N tracker, and then I kind of compare the 3 that I've used. Those are the only ones that I've used, though. But yeah, I kind of just hope to incorporate it as a live component to drive external gear. So one day I think we'll be able to do live shows again, hopefully sooner than later. This damn virus. But yeah, that's kind of the plan.
We shall express our darkest purpose. Know that we
so that's kind of getting there. Let me save all this stuff. Yeah, so Live Rig is great for inspiration. I agree. I'm like I said, I mean, it's just it's a whole different side of things, because when I sit down here, I can be methodical and plan out every little thing to a T, whereas just kind of messing around in a live environment, setting stuff up and just kind of seeing what happens can be a lot of fun. And with the restraints of a tracker, you know, I don't know. I think they're a lot of fun. And I've been watching a lot of Ben and Gear. I don't know if you guys are familiar with him, but he's a YouTuber. I've been watching him for a while, but I don't know if he helped beta test or do something with Polyend, but he has some pretty cool demo tracks that he made for it. And his channel, he's been doing some featurettes with it. So I don't know, I'm pretty excited about it. I think I'm more excited though to get the ARP 2600, the Korg ARP 2600. Hopefully that'll be here sooner than later. Still waiting on that guy. That's like a dream come true getting that thing. So I can't wait for that. But yeah, so what I want to do at this point, so we're gonna adjust. So the claps and stuff that I'm using in this. Let me just go to kind of a. Solo the 808 909. I kind of want to separate the claps so I can add a little bit of reverb to these. So what we're going to do is I'm going to duplicate the 808 and I'm going to duplicate the 909. And we're going to have to pick which one's going to be which here. So let's just let this one be hi-hats. And this one be claps. And the opposite with this one. I'm going to rename this 808 hi-hat, 808 clap. The other thing is I updated the TR-8S to the latest firmware. I guess I had older firmware on it. I still don't know if the MIDI CC commands for volume control work. I know in the last live stream I did not work. So I was hoping to update the firmware and see if that fixed it, but I haven't tried it yet. So I don't know. It also I don't know. That should work. I don't know why it didn't work the other day, but all right. So we need to rename this guy 808 clap. 909 hi-hat and 909 clap. So James is asking if I can record the Kyra knobs as automation in Ableton, and yes, I can. I just have not done that yet. That's something I don't know if I'll get to here this evening, but there's a MIDI implementation chart in the Kyra manual, and we could definitely map this and automate it in Ableton, or as many of the parameters as are MIDI CC-able. So yeah, it's definitely not an issue. I've done it in the past. If you watch the my Waldorf Kyra multi-track tune music video, that was all automated in Ableton. The whole, I basically built the whole track in Ableton. So, and yeah, it definitely works. It's awesome having the ability to hook up one USB cable and get 8 stereo channels and have all the automation possible with their own effects in each timbre. It's basically 8-part multi-timbral. I love this synth. It's freaking awesome. right, so these are hi-hats. Just gonna check and see if any of these are different, because then I can just duplicate. Doesn't look like it. And with the 909. Oops, sorry, this is the 808 still. Paste. That is the 909. I'm getting confused. All right. This is the one we changed. And just quickly checking for changes. It doesn't look like there are any. Okay, so now I should have these separate. So now what we can do is come down here. Let's grab a reverb. Also, I don't know if anyone's, I'm sure most of you guys are aware that Valhalla is giving away a free reverb plugin. So go grab that if you can. I grabbed it, I just haven't installed it yet. It's called Supermassive, and from what I've heard from other people, it sounds freaking awesome. So get it while it's free. I understand that sample loading from on the TR-8S has been improved with the newer firmware update. It was a real pain when I had one. So I haven't loaded my own samples on it yet. I did throw an SD card in there today so that I could back everything up before I updated it in case something got fucked up. And since I'm in the middle of this track, I didn't want to have it screw up my presets or my kit that I made for this. So, but yeah, I haven't loaded anything in yet. So if they've improved that, that's good. It seems weird that it would be such a difficult thing, because it's more like it should just be a matter of go into the utility menu or whatever, go to load, and load your sample in a slot. I don't know, but I haven't gotten that far with it yet. So I'll definitely have to test that out once I give it a try. Yeah, Dascos Valhalla Supermassive is free. Did I call it something else? Supernatural maybe? Because I'm thinking Roland. Anyway, yeah. Grab that while it's free. It's like that Arturia one, the Rev Plate 140. I have that here. That's now $100, and they were giving that away, I think, over Christmas or Black Friday or something like that. So this is a $100 plugin I got for free. So I don't know if Valhalla will eventually revert theirs to being paid, but you never know. For this, I'm going to use the Art Acoustic Reverb, which is one of my favorites. I've used this quite a bit. And we're just going to give our claps on the 808 and 909 just a little bit of a sheen. And this is cool because you have the ability to obviously adjust your wet dry in here. On top of that, you have an EQ control, so you can cut in the spectrum where what's being reverbed basically, and some echo effects. And the controls. I don't know. This is just a really intuitive and easy to use reverb plugin, I think. I have the Waves H verb as well, but I'm not as fond of that. And I really like actually using the RV7000 from Reason, which now I can do because it's a plugin. So yeah. Let's try that out. Let me just duplicate, or I'm going to copy this and throw it on the 909 clap. And let's see how this all sounds. Sounds quite a little too much. Oh, you know what we might be able to do instead is some compressors. We'll throw a compressor on there, and we'll throw a compressor on here. Oh, that's already got one. Oh. How does this have one but not the other one? Gonna EQ these as well. With the Ableton 8 EQ8. That went in the wrong spot. I want to EQ before we get to the reverb. And we're just gonna cut these lows out. Same with the other one. Oh, that makes sense. So Aaron's saying that he had the issue was basically that they allowed one file, one folder, I guess, right? Is that what you said? One folder and 256 samples. So there's no way to really organize your samples, and yeah, that's kind of odd. I almost think that the ability to add samples to this, I mean, almost kind of an afterthought. I don't know. I think that, I mean, at least they kind of listened. The people have been asking, like, when I remember when the TR-8 came out, everyone was like, well, can you add your own samples? And of course not. And you had to pay $100 to get the other drum kits in it. So I don't. It seems like they were almost kind of reluctant to allow people to add samples to this. I'm glad they did. But yeah, that's kind of why I got one, because I was like, well, if I do need a drum machine and I want to take some additional kits, if I do anything live, I wanted to have something that I could load my own stuff in that's not like, I don't know. The Electron Digitac or Digitact seemed like a cool little thing, but I don't know. I think this has more utility for me in general. Plus, it's always good anytime you get a drum machine of any kind. They're gonna have its own flavor in terms of the kits that's already in here. So, and that's one of the things I like. So, like the kick drum that's in this tune and some of the hi-hats and stuff we're using are from a kit that's in this, a preset kit. And then I kind of mangled up and did some other stuff. But that's always a cool thing. Yeah, and that's disappointing. I mean, it's Roland though. I mean, we kind of almost expect it now. Like it sucks, but like the stuff they're making now, I'm not even interested in the Jupiter X or the XM. Which initially I was pretty excited for the Jupiter X. I was like, oh sweet, it's gonna be like a System 8, but like cooler looking. And of course, it's like way not at all like what I was hoping. So, yeah. Anyway, let's see, where was I at? Yeah, I think that sounds alright. I might have to tweak that reverb a little bit on those clap samples, but now I'm going to group all these. Let's group them up. Group. And these are the Roland Cloud 808 909. TR-808. They've also, I don't know if anyone's aware, but the Roland Cloud has gone through a few changes now, and I guess they're going to actually allow you to purchase individual plugins instead of subscribing, which is cool. I don't know if that helps anyone kind of change their mind, but I think that's a brilliant move on Roland's part to do that. In that area, I think, yeah, it makes sense for them. What am I grouping a group? I'm grouping a group. Let me ungroup that. Yeah, it makes sense for Roland to make that change, and I'm glad they listened. They probably had a lot of people complaining about that. TR-909. All right. All right, let's give this a listen through. And, oh, there was another thing I was going to do, because I felt like when I was doing the playback that this was a little bit long in the tooth part of this. So I might delete one of these columns, one of these scenes. But yeah, let's play it through. boink. There you go. Adios, amigo. Let me save that. Because it kind of goes where the bass is still kind of going up a little bit, and then but the Kyra kind of arpeggiated pattern is flat again. And in the very next scene, everything's flat, so they can kind of calm down before the break into the vocals. So when I was playing that back, I was like, oh, that feels kind of a little bit long. So that's good. So we got that out of there. Instead of being kind of a gallop, it's more of a da-da-da-da-da-da, if that makes sense. I think it's just quarter notes all the way through instead of the gallop da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Anyway.
Express our darkest purpose. Know that we have divided, and we have this hour a constant will to live.
I'm supposed to turn it on. It keeps getting called out and
we shall express our darkest purpose. Know that we have divided, and we have this hour a constant will to live.
Things here and there. The transitions I think need to be cleaned up a little bit. During the break I added those little kick stabs there just to kind of help me along, but I can actually improve the way that sounds quite a bit. But this is getting close to being complete, which is cool. And we're using 3 different timbres from Kyra on this tune. We're using the let's see if I should be able to show you. I don't know if you guys will be able to see the screen that far away. But we're using the Epic Approved lead, which is one of my trance leads that I made for the multi-timbral video. And then if we go over to the next one, you're using the Space Sweep, and we're using the Anthem lead. So those 3 are the timbres that I'm using so far in this track from Kyra. Might be able to do a little bit more with this, but probably not today. because I think I'm about ready to head out. Oh, dude, we got Mr. Basic. What's up, buddy? Dude, how you been, man? Oh, Imperfect's out. Gonna go play some Diablo. Yeah, I'm fixing to go play some Call of Duty actually with some friends. But yeah, so I think that's gonna do it for me here tonight, guys. I'd go a little longer, but I want to go play some Call of Duty. So, yeah, thanks for tuning in. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. I might do a stream tomorrow or Tuesday. I've got like a 4-day weekend, so there's a good possibility I'll be on in the next couple days doing another live stream, maybe hopefully wrapping up this tune. So that'll be a lot of fun. But yeah, I want to say thanks to everyone in the chat. We had James, we had Imperfect, we had Mr. Basic show up, we got Joel, who else am I missing? Anybody? Jeff Swift. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. This is a lot of fun. I like doing the live streams. It's been a while. But yeah, you guys have a happy Memorial Day. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you guys hopefully in the next couple of days. So peace out.